Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about how you can crack your relationship dynamic. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Joanna Kleinman, licensed psychotherapist and #1 internationally best-selling author of Dethroning Your Inner Critic and the host of the Dethroning Your Inner Critic podcast. So our inner critic is the voice in our minds that speaks to us all day long. We don't tell our minds what to think, it just thinks. And mostly, our inner critic has a lot of demands about how other people should think and feel about us and act toward us. And because we can't control anyone else's minds but our own, this creates a whole lot of stress and dissatisfaction in our relationships. Now, most people don't even know that they're trying to get other people to match their ideal pictures and expectations so that they can be happy. I created the work of Dethroning Your Inner Critic because I know that there is a much better way to live. And the more people who know how to master their minds, the better our whole world will be. Our emotions truly are one of the most powerful tools that we can use to create a new life because our thoughts create our emotions. So at any moment, we have the opportunity to choose how we're going to think, how we're going to feel, and how we're going to respond to the people and the circumstances and the situations in our lives. But most people think on autopilot and then blindly listen to those thoughts. And it's those automatic thoughts that cause much of your relationship dynamic. Because most people don't know that their automatic inner critic mind is governing their lives, they often feel frustrated and angry when someone doesn't act the way they should or the way that they're supposed to. And because they're thinking from their automatic mind, they try to figure out how to get someone else to fit that expectation. This is what I call toxic expectations. Toxic expectations come from the belief that how I feel is determined by how someone or something outside of myself should be. And most people try to control or manage or manipulate some or all parts of their life so that they can feel good. This is why so many people suffer. Most people believe that their negative feelings are caused by someone or something other than their own mind. Instead of knowing how to think differently about themselves, they look outside of themselves to feel good, which is a setup for our unhappiness. But they keep trying, which is why so many relationships end. Taking control of our inner life is about becoming intimately aware of the automatic voice of our inner critic, so that we can see more clearly how these thoughts create our feelings associated with feelings like anger, jealousy, frustration, fear, and how these feelings create actions and choices in our relationships that create a dynamic where we have difficulty remaining in love and connection with ourselves and with the people in our lives. When we find ourselves feeling these feelings, this is the opportunity to see that this is happening for you so that you can separate from your inner critic and instead practice thoughts that create a different feeling from within yourself instead of waiting for something or someone to be different so that you can feel good. When you understand how to generate thoughts within your own mind that create emotions like joy and love and passion and connection and fulfillment right now with the life that you're currently living, You no longer need to change anything in your outer world so that you can feel happy or complete or whole. When you focus on the parts of yourself, your partner, and your life that are already amazing, you can create those feelings within yourself right now. Changing the way that you talk to yourself about you, about your relationship, and about your entire life is what creates an entirely different life. Because when you think in a way that makes you feel good about your relationship, those new thoughts and feelings make you act in a loving and connected way with that person. Practicing dethroning your inner critic is about recognizing when your inner critic is spewing automatic thoughts that are always about what isn't good enough and what needs to be fixed and what needs to be changed. When you can see your inner critic speaking in your mind, you can unhook from your inner critic's grip. You can deliberately choose new thoughts that make you feel good. And this is how you change the dynamic in your relationship. Now, practicing dethroning your inner critic is a practice. It takes paying conscious attention to your inner critic's automatic thoughts. So instead of saying, I feel ignored because my partner forgot to take out the garbage, you might say, my inner critic's thoughts are making me feel angry and ignored because the expectation of my inner critic is that he or she should remember. But the fact is, people act the way that they act. I would prefer my partner to take out the garbage. I might even need to point out that the garbage wasn't taken out. But I don't have to get as inwardly rattled, because the fact that my partner forgot to take out the garbage doesn't mean that he's ignoring me. It means he forgot. It doesn't mean he doesn't care about what's important to me. It means he forgot. Yes, it's frustrating. But when my inner critic isn't saying something personal to me, I don't fly off the handle. Practicing dethroning your inner critic doesn't mean that you'll never feel feelings like sadness or anger or frustration again. But when we do, we have the tools to think in a way that changes the intensity of the emotion. We can see the meaning our inner critic is assigning to the circumstance. And we can realize that what our inner critic is saying is just a made-up story. It's not an actual fact. We can even begin to spot the running theme song that's been playing on a repetitive loop for forever. My inner critic is always playing her favorite theme song, You're Not Good Enough. So whenever I'm feeling anxious or sad or angry, I don't have to look very far to see where she's whipped up some kind of expectation that if something or someone doesn't fit my ideal picture of the way my inner critic thinks it should, that somehow I'm not good enough. I'm able to see that I might have a preference that some part of my life turns out the way I want it to, but I don't need it to in order to feel gratitude and love and peace and abundance. And that knowledge, that wisdom to be able to spot my inner critic and choose a different thought has literally changed the entire course of my life. So the bottom line is that our emotions are not created by the outside world. All of our emotions are a result of our inner critic's thoughts and our inner critic's toxic expectations of the way it's supposed to be. We really have very little control over our outside world, but we can learn to master our internal world. Most people think that they have way more power to control how life goes than they actually do. And so they get very uptight when someone or something doesn't live up to their expectations. Learning to master your mind creates a freedom, a joy, and a fulfillment that is indescribable. It takes ongoing work and ongoing structure and support to rewire a new mind and separate yourself from your inner critic. But when you have the power to use every moment of anger, anxiety, resentment, jealousy, worry, or fear as an opportunity to begin to think about your relationship in a very different way, that is how you change your life.